God damn, it's hot today. Hotter than your mom back in the 80s. Hotter than a damn double dick billy goat. I never been. I sweating like a whore in church. Lord have mercy. Sweating like Joe Biden staring at a set of stairs. Fucking hotter than Nancy Pelosi's tank. Hot enough you could fry an egg in the street. Hotter than hell. Hotter than two puppy dogs in a pillowcase. Hotter than... What up? I turn my comments on. Whoops. Sorry. Ron, Dan, JB, Dean. Who else in there? Rob, what's going on, everybody? Straighten the rat support. Yeah, it's fucking hot out there today. That stuff got to me. It made me ill almost today, I think. Too hot. It's so much of too hot. Wait a minute, let me go here. Listen about they shut down on me twice today already. I was like, crap. Let's see, where the heck is my Sam's on? Sam, where's my new camera shut down? No, the whole shebang shut down. I got home from work. I had to wait on it to come up. It took 20 minutes. I was on here for a few minutes, went upstairs, came back down. Deader than 4 o'clock. I had to start it all back up, and it's really glitchy. I went through and shut down a bunch of stuff. So hopefully it doesn't give us any problems. Yeah, O'Sheet is right. No, obviously I have work on, so we good. So Tony's on, Sam's on. Actually, a few people on tonight. They like, they like stealing my time, but it ain't my time. It's your guys' time. You go where you want to go. I'm beer, drinking beer. Yes, it's Thursday. What's happening, Dr. Art? That truck is running so good. I put that Edelbrock on it last night because the Holly was really fat, and it's a big carburetor. It's a 830. But yeah, we put that little Edelbrock on there, man. That thing is running like a top. Running very well, for sure. Much appreciated. Yeah. Safety pole for the gas meter. Nice. Did you use a come along or just back it up? Yeah, 5.3 in this 10. Yes. She is running on a carburetor, but it's running on the stop fuel injection computer. Sent it down to Tennessee to Dr. Art, and he did some super tuning on it. Put me a real nice timing map in it. Matter of fact, that's one thing that this thing does not let me do. At least I don't know, is it won't let me put pictures in here unless it's like my background or my overlay or something like that. Like, oops, no, because it wants me to spend money. Yep, it only controls it controls the ignition, controls the fan, controls the fuel pump still, and yeah, it's pretty sweet. Oxygen sensor still work, temperature sensor still works. Uh, we got the NOx sensors wired in, so if I put any boost on it, it'll retard the timing. That's not going to happen until next year, but and we may have to do a little fine tuning, but I'll tell you, it is night and day compared to what it was. It's amazing how good it is. And I know Dr. Art spent a lot of time on it. And I owe him dearly for that. There's a video, so there's a short, and then there's a 2-minute long video. I haven't done a really good video yet, but I put a link in the description of the longer video of what all Dr. Art did to the computer. So yeah, he did a hell of a job on it. I know he spent a lot of time, and I didn't compensate him well enough for sure after I watched the video and all the research he did, but hopefully he's getting some views on it though. I think he is, because I only found one video. A guy had an LS and yeah. I only found one guy it was a Mustang with an LS in it that a driveway engineer helped him, I think, or maybe he found this stuff on Driveway Engineer. I'm not real sure, but and it's like my video. It's not a really good one, but Dr. Art's video goes into the actual meat of it, like exactly how he had to change everything and how he's got his setup for changing it on the he does the HP tuners and probably does some other things. I don't know. That stuff's kind of beyond me, but there it is. Yeah, this one's turned right. This one's not turned right. It's funny how the tops can be, but this one's quite tasty, refreshing because it's hotter than crap outside. Wish your phone could do that. Yeah. There actually is. It's called LS Droid, and I actually bought a dongle that it said to use, but the dongle doesn't work. They decided to not use that dongle anymore, so it's kind of useless. But there actually is one you can do with your phone. I mean, it doesn't do a whole lot. I think it just deletes the security and stuff on it, so you don't have to have the ignition key with the chip and stuff in it, that sort of thing. But it'll get there one of these days. Somebody will. Actually, that guy, that engineer, whatever his name is, he's probably working on it. So, of course, you couldn't do all the stuff that Dr. Art did for sure, but I'm sure one of these days we'll be able to do it with just a phone or a tablet or something of that nature. But like I said, Dr. Art probably has the best video on YouTube right now for doing it, and I know I can't be the only guy that wanted to do it. So, because that MSD box there's an MSD box they make for them. It's almost $500 plus the harness, plus this, plus that. And you actually still have to go in, if you want to really modify the timing map, you still have to go in and use your computer to do it. What's up, bro dog? No?
What's up? You were talking. I won't say nothing.
Oh, I was wanting to make sure your sound worked, because you were just like,
oh yeah. No, you were playing in the background on YouTube. I had to go over and stop.
Oh, yeah.
What's up, Dan?
Had to shut the old sound down, huh?
Hey, Ron, Dr. Art. How is everybody?
Everybody. Man, I got hot today. I had to come home at like 3:30.
It got warm.
I was feeling ill. It was.
Tomorrow's supposed to be 90.
It was humid. I know. I'm going to a Reds game tomorrow night. It's gonna be hot.
Yeah, we're supposed to get rain Saturday, so we postponed Abigail's graduation party till Sunday.
Okay.
So I'll probably run the Craig's tomorrow morning, get video of the old wiring harness in the Camaro and all that
Oh, is
stuff
that what you're
before I
doing
start
up there?
taking it out.
Putting that
Yeah.
wiring harness in it? Nice.
Yep.
Nice.
I think I'm going to try and film putting.
Sweating like a orange church.
I think I'm going to film trying to put that electronic steering on that steering column and welding it together and everything.
Oh, that's cool.
Dude, I just don't know how many clips it's going to take, how much editing it's going to take. So,
Yeah.
uh,
Yeah, just fire a few on your phone. And do you have the that phone editor app that I have that I use?
yeah, and I lost my freaking GoPro. I thought it was in the Camaro, but it's not, and I can't find it.
Screw those GoPros.
I
It'll
know,
just
but
get
it'll
hot.
hold 45 minutes of film. So
Yeah, it'll
in
just
45 minutes, I can do a lot.
It'll get hot, and then you won't be able to do anything with it. It'll shut off, especially this time of year. Yeah, I use this UCut video editor. It's a little scissors. I don't know if you can see
Yeah.
it well. Yeah, dude, you can do everything with that, and it doesn't take very long either. And you can shoot, horizontal or vertical. It doesn't matter.
Well,
Yes, exactly like the Hello Vietnam hot. Yeah.
yeah. Good thing it was a little bit warmer than there in there.
You know,
But
Cincinnati, right next to the river, where it'll be like a freaking sauna. This cold.
we were there this past Saturday at Newport,
Yeah.
and it had just rained
Mhm.
while we were inside.
Yeah.
And we come out, and it felt great.
I'm gonna
It was like perfect.
unplug this mic for just a second. This cord is super tight. Hold on just a second.
Howdy, Tom. Dan, there are other cameras available. I think GoPro's a go-to just because it's a little more inexpensive than some of those others.
Hey, is the mic working on my camera?
Yeah.
No. Is it? Oh well.
Yeah.
No.
Oh, Jugs.
What?
No, that was Elliot.
Oh, tell him to. Is the mic pretty good on this camera, by the way?
Yeah. It sounds fine.
All right, screw it. I'm not even worried about it.
How many of you still have go-kart guys laying around somewhere in the back? Well, I got rid of mine a long time ago, but it was fun.
There's fire.
I need a mini bike frame. I got a motor. I need a frame.
I think Andy or Stevie still has one.
Really? Yeah.
He's got that one mini bike that I can't compete with everybody else. It's also got a 1 pound bottle of nitrous on it.
Yeah. I just need a frame. I don't need the whole deal.
Yeah. He's
Dylan,
got a
what's
wrapper
up,
on
brother?
it. We're waiting on him. Yeah, I'm gonna.
Yeah, true. Yeah, I'm good at falling off shit. Oh man, I've got
Yeah, I'm gonna. I know. I gotta find a spot to start putting them.
Yeah.
And you know what?
No.
Dylan's the first one to send me stickers.
I've got a whole envelope of stickers I found. Dylan sent me
Actually,
some.
I'm sorry. No, I got some from Jeff from Two Hacks when I.
Yeah. I just found it the other day, but I'm gonna have to put
Yes,
them on my
sir.
tailgate or something.
Here, man, look. So you gotta
Keeping her cold,
turn
Rob.
that valve when we tell you.
Hmm. I mean, I don't let it get warm, so it stays cold.
When they opened up the door on the plane to let you off in VN, I hear you felt it right away. Oh, you mean NV? I'll be in Las Vegas in like 10 days, and it's 115 degrees out there. I turn 50 on the 25th. I don't know if I'll be live. Well, next week I will be, but the week after I may not be. I'll take some video though. We're gonna go to the Shelby Museum and what the crap is going on down here?
Turn it again.
Tom said he got rid of his stuff when he rolled it. Thanks, Dan.
Oh shoot, Stevie broke 2 ribs on his
Rob-
go-kart, so he got rid of it.
Rob just had a birthday the other day, Sunday. Was it Sunday? Yeah, it was Sunday.
Yes.
Wasn't it?
Alright, turn the valve again.
I went and worked on the Camaro.
He's 47.
Something
So is my
like
other
that.
brother. My other brother's 47 right now too.
Yeah, for another week.
My Irish twins. Hey, look at this. I got something for JB when he stops by.
Oh shit. Oh, that's awesome.
They're actually putting the transmission in the truck. So he said he might not. I think he said he was going to have to sit this. He was on live earlier with.
HVT
Oh,
is
that's
on
Dylan's.
the on the map.
You see what Dylan said?
Just
Warm
look at
beer,
our
yeah,
maps
it's
and tell us
empty.
how close we are to it.
The only time I wrecked my go-kart is I slid a little bit too much going around the turn to Towanda, and I bounced off the curb and almost hit a car.
Man, remember when we
I was
had
drifting
that,
a little bit too much.
Remember when I rigged up that coil and stuff on that one, and it had the old
Oh my God,
glass
yes.
carburetor on it and stuff? That thing was so fun.
That was a 2 1/4 horse tiller motor.
Yeah.
It was like a 1918 or something old, 28.
Okay, let's
I rigged up like a Ford coil and a battery on it, and it'd run till the battery went
I think
dead.
it still got 20 mile an hour, didn't it?
It was pretty quick.
Yeah.
Remember, I made that header pipe for it at work because I just started working at the broken
Remember when
shop.
I drove it up to the shop for it? I got in so much freaking trouble. Oh my God, my grandma's ready to kill me. You crossed Woodman Drive.
I remember when Jeremy brought the wagon up to the shop. You could hear him coming, man. Oh.
Well, look for the HVT. Tell us where to go.
Yeah. What was I, 12 when I drove that thing up to the shop?
Oh, yeah.
You were 17, I think. 18.
Yeah, you were
Yeah.
probably like 14 or 15 then. Twisted, what's up, brother?
What's up,
Alright,
Twisted?
turn off the
How
fire.
you doing?
Turn the valve.
Yeah, oh shoot, I can't think of what his channel name is. He needs about 120 subscribers. It's got an old GTO, older fella, real nice. He was on live a little bit ago. That's where I saw JB, and they were Lars was on his way over to help him put the transmission in. The total bum. Yeah, I wish I could have been, man. It was
Turn
hot.
left. Is the HVT in front of me or what?
We ain't got time for
Tom,
you. Shut up.
Before I got rid of it, we had what was it?
I'm not
Some kind of
yelling,
McCullough. It was a Mac 505 or 508 or something like that Bill was trying to get me to put on it before I sold it to Bill.
Yeah, I don't remember what that was. Yeah, it was a
I
it was
can't
a
remember either,
big
but
motor. Yeah,
it was a gigantic chainsaw.
yeah.
It had like I think a 48-inch bar on it. And he's like, screw it, Dad won't know. Let's just throw it on there. Like, yeah.
Yeah, that thing sounded like a big block when it fired up.
Yeah.
I found him. I found the HVT on you.
Maybe they called it a 550. I can't remember, but it was a huge ass chainsaw.
It was a big chainsaw, yeah.
It's down this way.
Mac tools, Mac header, Mac dump beds, yeah. Yeah, Mac was a big exhaust deal back when I first started doing this stuff. And they were right here in downtown Dayton at a S&S motorcycle.
Yeah.
Kevin Fry was the guy that sold all that shit. And man,
That sounds familiar.
he gave me so much of that stuff to try out and put on people's cars and stuff. Well, they
Did you hear
made
me talking about? Did you hear me talking about Super Clean? You didn't get on here, okay? They're not charging me tax, nothing. It's all free. I talked to the hell you want to call her, the advertising lady.
Yeah. Well, back when they came to me, they were like, "Well, we'll send it all to you, but you have to pay the taxes on it." I'm like, "Nah."
No, they're giving me a free T-shirt, hat, all the product, all the information, all that stuff. And he said, "I'll see it in a couple weeks."
Maybe I'll have to look into that then, huh?
Yeah, and then he said if I can pair it on a video and then tag them in it so they can see it, then I can start making something on it, maybe.
That too, yeah. Yeah, the collectors always did rust out, Danny, right? Yeah. They had a
I
real
gotta figure out
weird,
what to do with it.
they had a real weird, like thick, uh, excuse me, like ceramic coating on. I think that crap held moisture. And the mufflers were like square. You know, they had the neat thing they had was that they didn't make an X pipe or a H pipe. It was a chamber that the pipes ran into and crossed over inside. It's kind of neat, but it just never really took off.
I think we used more purple power than we ever did super clean, but you know what the hell? It's free, so we'll see what happens.
It was good stuff. I've got.
I know, but we used purple power a ton.
Yeah, I've got the super clean, the degreaser out in the garage. I
Yeah.
used it on my frame before I painted it. Man, that stuff's killer.
Hey, Mohawk.
What's up, Mohawk?
Alright, I got the key card.
Yeah, I wish you would came over last night when we fired the truck up, man. We put the Edelbrock on it. Run smooth, dude.
What the hell did I do yesterday? I can't remember what the hell I did yesterday. I was running like a goddamn madman.
Yeah, that 3-piece H-pipe was pretty cool, Dan.
Oh, shit.
What I liked was they had they were like one of the first ones to make headers for the Foxfire with a 351 Windsor, and they were in like 3 or 4 pieces. And I actually had the first pair in Dayton, and yeah, they came over and we were putting them on. They were taking pictures, and they put them in I think it was Fast Forward magazine or something like that. And
Did you go outside and get those parts?
Mm-hmm.
No.
Yeah, I did. Thanks.
I figured you'd have showed that breather on here.
Okay, okay.
It's out in the garage.
That's exactly what I wanted to put on mine.
Mm-hmm. Well, if you want it, put it on yours. I don't care.
No, I've got one coming. One that's a little bit
okay.
different.
Because I have to make lines for it and everything.
They're cheap.
Oh, I know.
There's Don.
Don and
Going
Wendy.
through my,
What's
going
happening?
through my boulder
English.
screw bucket.
We got the whole English clan in here. Well, except
Damn,
for
Brian.
Buffalo Brian.
Yeah.
Yep, it's Thursday again. There is a gnat down here that's driving me.
You got your first 2024 Jeep in?
It's already broke.
What happened to it?
I had a 2023 the Jeep pickup thing in there today.
Yeah.
Had a back in it. Guy was pissed. He was mad. He was pissed.
Well,
Man, I do so many of the Chevy trucks and Suburbans and everything.
Mhm.
I got them down to about 30 minutes. And they pay 4.5 hours.
We've been doing the rear lines on the Suburbans and Escalades because Brian sells the shit out of those things, and fucking every one of them, the lines are bad on them.
Really? I've not seen one yet.
Yep. So there's 2 spots we've been seeing them. You know, the ones that have the sideboards that kick out when you open the door.
Yeah.
Right where one of the hinges is, it's almost like corrosion's coming off the hinge and going onto the lines and eating through it. And then up over the rear frame rail, you know, where it goes over the rear end, they have like a felt inner fender on those things,
Yeah.
just soaking wet. Like it just holds moisture and it eats them up.
Wow.
I got you. Okay.
So you don't do the compression fittings like I did to the Trailblazers.
Oh my god.
If I can, well, if I can, I do. I mean, honestly, I do. But usually, excuse me. So under the board there, you can because it's nice and straight. But up there where it goes over that frame, there's not a straight piece to be had. You know.
Well,
And remember, so you probably remember. Remember, we used to be able to buy that. It was like you could bend it like a little flexible section, and you could
yeah.
clip it in. I can't find that stuff anymore. It's like Four Seasons or somebody made it, but I cannot find that stuff anymore.
They probably did away with it because it worked too well. I do a lot of that shit. It pisses me
Oh, I
off.
know. I know.
What's up?
Compression fittings are only illegal on brake lines, Dan.
Yeah, galvanic.
And they're actually starting to make that a federal thing so that you cannot use them. It's not federal yet, but the ODOT doesn't want them on there.
I've used them in a pinch, and I mean like an emergency.
Well, yeah, to get home.
Yeah, but I don't leave them on there. No,
I always run one piece lines front to back, one piece.
I have had, I don't like putting unions in either because, well, plus it's a pain in the butt to flare it, but short walk on the 2024 Wrangler.
Threaded awesome.
Heard that, brother. Galvanic compression, yes.
I'll try to remember.
I don't know what the hell that is.
Just
Never heard of it.
chemical reaction. Two unlike metals, you know, like when you got an
Exposed to
aluminum.
oxygen.
Yeah. Yeah, anything exposed to oxygen corrodes, yeah.
Alright, turn the belt.
And what's it do when it corrodes? It gets hot.
What?
Garages them. Yeah, you're not allowed to use
Well, I mean, Pennsylvania could have gone state level and fixed that. They're trying to go federal level to get them off of it.
Well, Pennsylvania has a inspection, a safety inspection also, before you can get your license plates.
Yeah. No, we sure as hell won't do it. I only use compression fittings on power steering lines, transmission lines, fuel lines, stuff like that. But anything over our 55 pounds that we normally see, I won't use compression fitting on.
Well, even when we order the GM lines, they're in two pieces and they come with compression fittings. So it's like, you know,
Well, I know, but they're only 55 psi.
on an AC line?
Oh, no. On fuel lines.
Oh, yeah, fuel lines, yeah. I was like, hey, AC is, bruh.
Oh shit.
But it's a
200,
different kind of
250.
compression fitting. It's a different kind of compression fitting also because it has a sleeve and then it
With
has
an O-ring.
an O-ring, right. The green O-ring like an AC.
Awesome. Come to me.
Right as short as
When I get
misfire on number 8 on the Hemi. Okay. Yeah, I finally got the okay on the Durango to pull the valve cover. And they want the freaking warranty company wants me to make sure the lifter and the
I'm gonna pick this up and then
Or
we're gonna have to drive
make sure the camshaft's not hurt.
Mm-hmm. Corrosion
Okay, I gotta
creates
drop it.
electricity like a,
Let's go
Oh,
through
what's
this
that
tunnel. Let's go
called?
through this tunnel.
what is it when the antifreeze goes bad in the radiator?
It's oh god.
It's it was right there.
Electrolysis.
Electrolysis,
Don't
thank you.
shoot at them. Just go through the tunnel.
Hold on just a second. I gotta get more beers and they're not in here, they're in the camper.
That's a good spot for them
I
too.
gotta drop that.
Hey, it keeps them cold.
You'd be amazed on how many vehicles I've worked on that only had single flare on brake lines. What? That'd be freaky. And they sealed and they worked. That's the amazing part. Way back in the day, before I had a bubble flare, Jason had a Lincoln Navigator.
I need to drop it.
and he sold it to another guy, and it blew a brake line. So
Alright, turn the valve.
I took my double flare and only flared it one time without the double. And it had a semi bubble flare and some bit still
Oh,
didn't
shoot,
work.
shoot, shoot.
Your old Navigator, Jason,
What's that?
when
I'm sorry.
I put the brake line on your old Navigator and I had to use my double flare for a bubble flare and it worked.
Turn the valve again.
Yeah. That's all I do anymore. But the first flare, before you double flare, that's what I do to make a bubble flare anymore.
Well, I know, but on an actual double flare, it's flat rather than concave like the double flare is.
Oh yeah, I've seen lots of guys put either, like he said, a single flare on the brake line and and put it on it, or I've just seen regular brake line screwed into a bubble flare and it's like just like a flat flange pretty much.
Oh shit! Yeah.
Needs to go to 25 ounces.
They last a little
You need to put the
longer.
cord in that box.
Yeah, I had a bunch of these out in the outside refrigerator on the camper. I forgot about bringing them down here earlier.
Man, I was out pressure washing the patio.
Defend me.
When I hear something
Get to
bad,
the cord of that
I was
box.
talking to our Uncle Mark,
Uh,
and I freaking fell asleep listening to him.
oh yeah, I don't doubt him.
Yeah, he just never stopped. And then he hung up, and I'm like, uh-oh. Like, I better call him back. What happened, Jason? Seen bubble flare blowout. Man, I don't think I've ever seen that. We have so many brake lines that go bad at our shop. It's insane. I'm glad that a lot of our customers with the GMs let us get the stainless kits. But there are some times where I have to actually pull that one of the stainless lines out. He fell asleep. And replace it with one of our nickel copper because the flare actually cracked. What happened?
Dude, this computer earlier, I got home from work, it was off, and I had to fire it up. It took like 20 minutes to come up.
Oh wow!
I went upstairs while I was taking a nap. It had shut off, and I had to restart it. So it's on its last leg. Now
I said, "What happened, Jason?" Wendy says, "He
I-
fell
you say-
asleep."
So I like the only window I have open right now is that what we're doing. I don't even have YouTube on because it gets really slow. So I went into Task Manager and shut a bunch of stuff down. I said the only other thing I have running is that meme that I made for JB because it won't let me upload it to this where I can just go and click it like on the videos,
Yeah.
So yeah, I think this computer is. I mean, this thing's old. This thing's like 15 years old. So. Well, hi, Lila. You want to say hi? Huh? You want to say hi? No, you want to lay down? Okay. She said no. I'm just laying down. So yeah, but the truck's running good. Transmission's working. I got the shifter working.
Got it shifting?
Yep, we got it shifting.
Oh,
Did I
yeah.
tell you what the problem was? You know that
No, other than
that ratchet shifter. It ratchets, so it pushes it forward. Well,
Yeah.
the ratcheting mechanism wouldn't overcome the surface tension of the on the detent. On the little knobs on the detent. That spring is so strong in that transmission that shifter wouldn't overcome it. So I looked it up, and guys are saying, yeah, you just need that. So that it's real crude. Power Glide is just a crude transmission. So there's like a little tab, a bolt goes through it, and then the other there's two holes in it. There's this little tab with two holes in it like this. One side the spring goes in. That's what puts the tension on the detent on the the selector.
right.
So what guys saying there, they said just take a screwdriver in there, bend that tab down a little bit until the shifter works because there's so much tension on that little spring. I mean, it's a it's like the bottom spring on a brake shoe. It's stiff.
Oh
So
shit.
yeah, so I've messed around with that a couple weeks ago, and then finally yeah, so it's working now. Yeah, we actually got reverse. It's weird though because for reverse you literally have to. Yeah, normally you just on 3-speed you just pull it back once, boom, it's in reverse. Well, on the power glide you got to pull it back twice. So it's like boom, boom, then it's in reverse, then neutral first, or drive and then low. So that's good. And then Hunter, oh, I went to hook my, I went to put the steering on. I got the steering all bolted to the frame real good. I don't know if I even told you that. I had to get, I went and got real nice hardened bolts, and they're 1/2 inch. So I had to drill, the sleeves in between the frame to keep it from compressing.
Yeah.
They're only 7/16, and that gearbox is 1/2 inch. So I had to
Oh
drill
shit.
all the way through the frame. So I got that all bolted up, and I had to take 2 pitman arms. I had to cut one and
Right.
pull them together. Well, I welded it upside down.
Oh no.
Pitman arm was upside down. Well, the pitman arm wouldn't go on because it was on the wrong side of the taper. So I cut it and flipped it around. Hunter welded it back together for me with his arc welder and that fancy rod he's got. So I went to put it back on last night. Well, it's off angle wise. It's kicked up. So we got to cut it, pull it down, and then re-weld it again to get it to fit right. But I knew that.
Well, just notch it. Don't cut it completely.
Right. I was gonna cut it, about halfway through, bend it, and then have him, fill it in.
Yes.
And then I think when we finally get it where we want it, I'm gonna weld like a piece of round bar or something on the bottom of it just for extra strength all the way down it. Well, as far
I don't
down.
think you'll need to. You're
I
not
know.
going off road with it.
Mm,
Even if you do
Anyway.
pull a wheel stand, that little bit of bounce ain't gonna hurt nothing.
And when he welds shit, it's right.
People!
Shh.
S'mores?
Uncle Jason wants one now.
You go walking whatever.
Walk, you got a damn
Oh,
car.
I have a car. Tell him to
Is
go
it
over.
Is the shifter messed up?
He wants more from you.
Did you say they messed up the
Shifter.
shifter in her car when they got
Oh
into it?
yeah, somebody
Oh,
got in
they
their
bring
car
us
last night and they yanked on the freaking shift handle and busted the button off of it.
Ah, dang.
You want me to bring you some more, Uncle Jason?
No, honey, I'm all right. I appreciate it.
Oh. Okay.
Dan said s'mores? You're going to have to go to Hamilton and take one to Dan.
But no, that my camera went off at like 2:08 a.m. this morning, but the windows are tinted. I think it just triggered my camera when they got inside of it,
Yeah.
and it was quiet enough to where the dogs didn't hear it.
They're just out there pulling door handles, dude. That's all they do. They walk around the plat like zombies, just pulling door handles.
Yeah,
I came out the other morning in my my topper. I forgot to lock it, and yeah, they had the topper was open. Of course, there's nothing in there. I mean, unless you want my poop pipe for my camper, like there's nothing in there. But you never know.
there's
They
some
might,
weird mofos out there,
I know,
dude.
they might want to make some weird shit out of it. I mean, that's right, Twisted. Yeah, I'm not a big. Yeah, it needs a booby trap, right? Yeah, I'm not a
I
big.
don't
sport.
eat them very often, but every once in a while it's okay. I'm not a big sweets guy. I'm more of a Taco Bell kind of guy.
Yeah,
I'll take
Yeah,
a taco.
like,
I'll take a
not-
taco over.
I'm not a
sweets
big
any day.
marshmallow. I'm not a big marshmallow guy either, except for Rice Krispies like Jonathan.
Damn.
Wada?
Yeah. It's mine.
I got a whole mess of 'em right here. Need a throttle position sensor? 'Cause I don't need it
Ass.
anymore. I don't need it anymore because Art figured out how to do it without it. So
Man, they got a burrito right now called the grilled cheese burrito.
I like that chicken ranch, whatever it is, the $2 one, and then they bake it on the outside. You know,
Yes.
oh, it's so good. It is chicken bacon ranch, isn't it? I can eat a whole can of frosting. I can eat a whole tube of cookie dough. Got one of these.
They have that cookie dough now. It's edible. What is that?
So this is when Hunter was in school. They would have them weld two pieces of metal flat together, and then they bend it to check the weld.
Ah,
You can't. This one was. That's why I saved it. I was like, dude, I gotta save it because literally there is no. I mean, you can.
Jason.
Oh, hey JB, got something for you, brother.
Damn it, JB.
America. How's that transmission coming along there? My foot does. That's right. That's right. My foot does too.
I don't shut my laptop off because I come in here and check it throughout the day when I get home from work.
But there's.
I didn't come in here yet.
Mm,
He called you an ass.
hey, I spent a lot of time creating that for you.
Well, Elliot comes out and he goes, Rob, your laptop is going off. And I'm like, what? I come in here and it's goddamn JB. Somehow his video pops up and it made my laptop turn on and play his damn video.
Oh,
He is sending
JB,
subliminal
sneak attacking you.
messages. Yeah.
Sneak attacking you, huh? Oh.
That was pretty strange.
No, mine does that sometimes. It'll just, if I don't, I have to shut YouTube off at night when I go to bed because, yeah, I woke up in the middle of the night, I'll be in the kitchen getting a glass of wine. I'm like, what is that? And it's just some random video, you know.
Man, he's going to reach through that damn YouTube and get your plug wires. Watch it. He done turned my laptop on.
Yep. Had to get a beer. My God. JB,
Come here, boy.
cheers, brother.
Come here.
Come over here, boy.
Is that mean ass dog try to bite me the other day?
Ah. As soon as I touch my laptop, dude, he freaks out and runs.
Yeah,
I was
you
trying
don't
to turn it
like
so you can
it.
see his big ass head.
Hey, that boy does have a big old head. Look at here.
Go.
Say hi, Lila. Hi, Lila.
And Lila.
Yeah. That's her new thing. She just comes out and hangs out with me. Usually,
When I got there while you were sleeping, Leo and Lila both were just sniffing me like crazy, and I tried to go out the back door, and Leo is just whining to beat the band.
he's something else, man.
Back under the truck. You guys have a great evening. You too, JB.
I hope you're making videos, brother, man.
Man, she made that s'mores perfect, too. I taught her well.
I was done. She just laid down. I was like,
That was me while I was talking to Uncle Mark, and next thing I knew, I heard him hanging up, and I'm like, oh, shit.
yeah,
Sorry.
dude, when I got home and I was down here trying to get the computer to come on just to check all my stuff for the day. And I was just like, I was just running out of gas. I went out in the camper because I got the AC on the camper. I turned the fan on. Oh, that's cool.
Did you see that? Did you see that
Yeah.
koozie? It's got an ice pack in it.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Did you
Did
get
I
that from
give you one?
Antonio? What's that?
Yes, but didn't I give you one?
You gave me the 10 millimeter socket years ago for like my
Okay.
birthday.
Yeah.
It's in my camper.
The aluminum mug.
Yeah, it's a koozie, but not a, yeah.
Yep. Oh, yeah. The hard one. This is a squishy with an ice pack in it.
That's pretty cool. Yeah, Jason didn't come in yesterday. He must have got busy.
I think they were out last weekend at another tool show. Oh man, that Alltel scanner that I got, that big 12.9. Well, I about sent it back.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. Well, come to find out, you remember the laptop I bought for doing tuning?
Yeah.
So now it's being reset, and now I have to download Maxi Suite to it so that I can program PCMs and shit.
Oh, okay.
So I bought it cheaper than what Mac bought it for from Junior at KOI.
Right.
Yeah, John got it pretty much his cost is what he sold it to me for. Mac sells it for $6K.
Damn.
I got it for $3,100,
Nice.
and that's cheaper than what Mac paid for it.
Mm-hmm.
So I just put it on my credit card. I got 18 months to pay it off, and then they'll charge me interest.
Oh, they just shut my.
Where did the whole 10 millimeter socket thing come from? Well, was it 1979 they started metric sizes?
Yeah,
And-
before that. There's only American cars had it in '79. I mean,
Well, I know. I'm just talking about here.
yeah.
So the 10 millimeter thing started here in probably the mid 80s when everybody started losing all their 10 millimeter sockets.
81 is when a lot of the cars had. Yeah.
So, and then everybody started losing their 10 millimeter sockets. So it become this big debacle.
Where's it supposed to go?
Where do they keep going? Where are they freaking, congregating at?
Oh, you escaped from there. Oh, I see it. Okay.
10
My
millimeter
computer's
sockets are like socks.
Glitching, just letting you know.
Oh, well, it happens.
They go to the second dimension, Ron.
And they're all sitting there laughing at us. Well, I've lost
Never know till that
more.
I'm not.
I've lost more 10 millimeters than I have anything. Because it was 10 and 8s that I
Well, I
lost.
think what it is they're small enough that they will go down in the frame. They'll go down in little holes.
In the
it's-
fan.
They're not big enough. They're not big enough and heavy enough to fall all the way to the ground.
Let's finish this first.
So
We're at the end of it. Let's just finish this.
I fished them out a few times, but I've got my backup Blue Point
Dude.
10 millimeter
Hold on,
deep.
let's only finish
I've got the little gray pneumatic, the little wobbles. The metrics.
Yeah.
I was working on when I was doing the timing on that GMC, and I mean it dropped straight down the front, and it went tink, and it just stopped, and I'm like, where the fuck did that just go? And I lift the truck up, and it's literally laying right on the subframe. Like, there's
Didn't
10
bounce,
millimeters.
didn't roll.
No, it just stopped. Because it's just not heavy enough to make it all the way down.
Well, I'm also guilty of if I drop it, I'm super busy, and I'll run over and grab another 10 millimeter socket, keep moving until I'm all done, and then I forget to lift the car up and get the socket out. And his camera died again. But it's never a socket. I'm sorry, never a wrench. It's always a short, shallow socket. It's 8 or 10 for me. It's funny you say that, Ron. At the car show and swap meet that me and Jason went to in Springfield, up the next couple towns over from us, we went out there, and this tool seller that's out there, I mean, he has got a shit ton of Chinese tools, American tools, just a huge wide range. And I love this guy because I bought a couple tools from him. So he's got a 10 millimeter section, and it's probably a good 2 foot wide of impacts, chromes, deep shallows. I mean, you name it. And All because it's always the 10 millimeter. And he said he sells more of those 10 millimeters than anything else. It's funny as hell. So I think I'm going to get one of the locking 1/4-inch extensions.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
That's all I got right now.
That camera's not that old.
It's not the camera. It's the freaking computer.
I got you.
Oh.
It's real, like you're real glitchy on mine end, and it's
Yeah.
fucked up.
Up the stairs, up the stairs.
There's Hobo Freight Tools, too. But I was telling them about that one tool guy out there at the swap meet.
Oh yeah,
That
that
had
dude's
like
awesome.
everything, and he had one section of nothing but 10 millimeter.
Where are you?
Yeah.
Okay, go. Hold on.
Hang tight for 1 second. Let me try something.
I want to see if Ray has any of the old AAA CPUs. Maybe we can transfer your stuff over to it.
Yeah, because man, this thing's.
He's the one fixing that laptop for me.
If I wasn't getting ready to go on vacation, I'd just order me a laptop on Amazon. Just
All right, go.
You see what Ron says?
yeah,
See what Ron
yeah,
says?
exactly.
Stop.
I have a face made for radio, Ron.
Oh, why are you doing
All right, hold on just a second.
that? Yeah, because I'm going to the radio show outside.
Well, let him out.
I don't know if I should look it up.
I
I know. I'm feeling a pinch over here.
okay. Close the door. I can't. It's echoing really bad.
Oscar, you are on my God.
Hold on. Can you hear me still?
Yeah. Oscar was barking and like blowing my eardrums.
Oh, there we go.
I thought
Here I am.
all
right,
so we
Lila.
had to break the counter.
Every time I go open the refrigerator up, she's like, ah, she moved. But not voice. Yeah.
Nah.
I know, I'm a mess. Like I said, I've been using this computer since I started, and it's been out the garage. It's
Well, and it was old before that too.
oh yeah, and it's like the air inlet on it. I took it out in the garage, I don't know, a couple weeks ago and blew all the dust and dog hair and stuff out of it. And I think the major problem is the one of the cooling fans in it is messed up, and I think that's why it's shutting down, because the cooling fan.
Well, the other thing is when you're streaming on StreamYard, it still strings out YouTube through your CPU,
Right.
and it slows it down too. That's why you got to have a streaming CPU.
Yeah. I think this computer does predate YouTube, actually. Well, YouTube was,
It's
YouTube
close,
was
maybe
2008, so this is probably like a
a 15.
12 or 15.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's old. I mean, it's really old.
Well, my laptop is a 15, but it's a Dell Inspiron with a quad core in it. So,
Yeah, this is a Dell Windows 7.
Oh shit!
That tells you guys how old it is. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
a Dell Windows 7. So
Mine came out when Windows 10, or I bought mine with Windows 10 when it very first came out.
I think it
got it for
has
me with his
Windows
discount.
10 on it now, but it's just so bad.
I figured somebody else would have jumped on tonight.
Yeah, that's what I want, is a solid state drive.
Won't let me open it.
Dan, you need to jump on here. You and UP, I'm telling you what.
Oh, we got this.
And that was one thing about Unfinished Project. He jumps on here, I'm going to time him out.
Hold on. Before we start,
He was supposed to get on my live after I given him a wrench.
Is everything still okay?
Yeah. It's kind of jumping in and out.
I'm
a
looking
little
at
bit.
the YouTube feed, and this is yeah, it's. Well, there it is. Came back up.
Oh, you know, on top of it, yeah.
Anyways, I hit it twice. Yeah.
Where'd you put the remote for the LEDs?
In the drawer by the sink.
I think I'm probably gonna pop off here in a minute. It's been almost an hour, and this thing is just not happy. Not happy at all. Plus, I'm tired of heat.
I heard earlier today that I'm going to have to go and get my ATEC now
Were
instead
you
of my
trying to get in,
VTEC.
Ron? Or I'm sorry, were you trying to get in, Don? I saw one. Oh, there it is. I was like, I saw something pop in for a hot second, and then it came back out. There you go.
There's
buddy.
Don.
Yeah, I've
It,
been.
it literally, right before you sent that message, it popped in and it popped back out. Like I said, my computer is a POS.
Well, it could be the internet right now too.
Yeah,
I
man.
closed the StreamYard link and come back in thinking maybe it didn't show up.
Yeah, it literally, like, I looked down, it was like, boop, boop, and then I saw your thing. I was like,
Yeah, I've been backstage since you was talking about the 10 millimeters.
oh, no,
Oh,
you
shit.
definitely were not.
So say
Yeah, I
my
apologize. You were definitely, not there until it just, right when you popped out, it was like, boop, boop. I'm like, what the heck? Who's that?
So yeah, I was told that I'm going to have to go after my ATEC badge.
Oh, like a master cert.
I hate school.
If I had the JV thing still up, I would flag it, but I touched
Well,
yeah.
they're going to give me, because I said something about, because I've been training all these kids coming in. I train them, they start working well for us, and then they ship them out to other fucking stores. They ship them to other AAAs that, it's not helping me any, it's helping everybody else. I
Yeah.
was like, motherfucker, I need a raise. This is wrong. This is not in my job description. I'm supposed to be working on cars, not training.
guys were talking about them 10 millimeters. Like the other week on her birthday, my sister got as a gag gift
Yeah.
pair of tweezers. I'm like, hell yeah.
So, how many
Like you can reach way down inside the motor grabbing shit with these.
We're supposed to do that.
Man, I got mechanical fingers. I've got this big needle nose. I got all kinds of dumb shit to try and, fish stuff out just because of losing shit.
But only one of us can do it because the other one's going to, we're all going to die.
Yes, Dan, school sucks, but if I want to raise, it's a big raise. If I get my L1, if I get my master's, they'll give me $2.50 on the hour. So that's a big raise. I just have all my chassis certifications and stuff. I don't have the master tech yet. I didn't want to do it. I mean, I do all the work. I just don't want that label.
Yeah, because then you'll be qualified.
Well, I mean, everybody that has been coming there, because I've been there since 01, everybody that comes there knows that I'm qualified to do it because it's been proven. But in AAA's eyes, they won't give me that money until they see the certificate.
Okay, go. Open the door.
And Jason, you're muted. You didn't give me that power yet, so I can't unmute you. Well, Tom, I never actually had to get my master's. I just never had to go get it. I've had undercar specialist and everything else for a long ass time. but
Give me up. Quick.
never had to do master to be able to make money. And the way they're playing their bullshit game right now is I got to go after my L1
All right, let's
in
go
order
this
to get a
way.
raise.
Andrew's about to pass us.
So I'm going to start that after Abigail's graduation party this weekend. I'll get all that shit cleaned up and put away. I'm going to work on my car. Then I get to go take some tests.
We got
Okay,
sound
let me
now.
run up there.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
That's all I can get.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I'm using my radio voice right
I can't get up. Oh my god.
Thursday.
All right,
So when
I'm
you
gonna
want
get
to take a weekend trip
Where's-
out here and do my front end, Rob?
Oh, shit. You ain't got it done yet?
It's put together. I just need an alignment now.
Oh. Well, the weekend trip, would you be driving here so I can do an alignment?
Oh, that would kind of screw up that new rubber I got on the front end, then, wouldn't it?
Trailer it. Because I'm sure those shops over there wouldn't let me go in there and do an alignment.
I thought you
Although I don't know if there's a AAA over in, if there was a AAA over in Pennsylvania by you, I could clock in on their time clock and I could get paid for that alignment.
They got them in Pennsylvania.
I don't know if they're by him though.
I don't know.
That's
I don't know.
just
You have to look that up.
Just that Dan, those throwaway tires, I already threw them away.
The Space Savers.
Now, while saying when I got this new front end, I knew we was going to need new rubber when the alignment happened. So Ronnie got me tires for the front so that when we get it aligned, it has fresh rubber.
Oh, gotcha. You don't have to have fresh rubber as
These
long
were
as it's not.
These were shot.
Well, I mean, they can be cracked or whatever, but they just can't be uneven as hell.
They were bald on the inside and half tread on the out. And
Okay, yeah, that would
They were
mess
shot.
up the camber a little bit.
now we got a tire shop down here that they got the old school alignment rack. So
Well, a way you can do it is if you can tie a rope to your steering wheel and keep it straight, and then measure your tire tread on the front of the tire, to go to the back of the tire and measure the same tread, whether it be an inside or outside tread
I'm opening it.
with a tape measure. And man, I'm telling you, you can get it so close, sometimes you don't even need an alignment.
well, it's going to need the camber and caster and everything. So
Well, that's fine, but just to have it toe set so that it doesn't wear the tires out.
well, all right.
Trailer to Rob's on the way to Sykeston. If he leaves early enough, maybe.
A day early just so Rob can set the frame.
Yep.
Right. Because it'd probably only take an hour to be done.
Just go all the way back down.
It's like Don's coming, empty that bay.
Well, that's what we're really good for is if we know there's someone coming at a certain time for an appointment,
You're gonna have to die.
that rack will be empty for that appointment.
I don't know.
Even if it's 5 minutes before or a minute before, but it will be open.
Yeah. I think it gives us a checkpoint.
We'll be in the parking lot waiting.
Yeah, these days are counting down, man.
Just jump.
Yeah.
Just jump.
I left my freaking sign at
I'll
work.
see you. Okay.
No, I made a sign, a countdown for my
I think it gives us a checkpoint though.
Tom's birthday, I should say.
Yeah. Ended up I'm working on these floors. Had to go to Hobo Freight today and get a fresh stock
Yeah.
of wire wheels.
Man, I burned them up too, so nothing wrong with it.
Ron wants to know if you can do it on the trailer.
Negative, sir. I need the turning plates and everything else on it, so can't happen.
That's what's cool about this shop downtown here. They got the old school rack with the pit underneath. That way they can work on it without having to jack it up or anything. Well,
Wow.
they do to a point, but you know.
Yeah, mine's a scissor lift alignment rack. So it'll lift it up to the point to where I can get underneath it. Because a lot of other places, those racks don't go high enough for my tall ass to get underneath it.
So what's nice about these older ones, though, it's saying camber casters on the upper A-frame, and then
Mm-hmm.
the tie rod ends are right behind the wheel.
I'm down.
Right.
I'm down.
Yeah, when I set camber caster, it's pretty much, chest height. I'll do all that stuff. And then obviously when I set toe, I put it up in the air where I'm not bent over or hunched down.
Right. Ergonomic.
Well, I'm 6'4", so it's a
Oh,
son bitch to get underneath some of these cars.
Oh, I'm sure.
Or you these damn hybrids in here that are 2 inches off the ground because they have no suspension to them.
Come around to the other stairs.
And trying to get the jack on the alignment rack underneath them to be able to lift the wheels. I'm not able to get back on. Hang on a second, Jason just texted me. All right, he'll be shutting it down here soon. Hang on a second.
No, I think we're stuck with this one. I gathered.
Yeah. He's not able to get back on, so he'll be shutting it down here in a few minutes. But
Never fails.
hey, you got exhaust on that car yet?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's in the way of everything when you're going to do alignment.
Nah. I've got channel locks, Cobra pliers. I've got everything to be able to get around all that stuff.
Well, this is not your standard typical exhaust. It's literally when you adjust the tie rod ends, you're going to have to make sure that the bolts or the clamps around the center section, you have to make sure those are upward so they don't hit the exhaust when you turn.
Well, I got some jacked up trucks and Jeeps and shit that come in.
You got a right shoulder. You're all right.
I can shoot. But when they bring those things in, sometimes they're really close to the control arms and everything else where I have that same issue. Wow, Jason's stream, he can see it, but he can't get in. That's messed up.
Hey, Jason, I see you looking, but you can't come in. I hear you knocking. Yeah.
Same thing.
Dave's not here.
I can't even do anything.
We just stay
He's
on.
laughing.
We'll just stay on all night and burn up his StreamYard time. Oh, cat, go away. She's like a restless kid.
Oh, I know.
Yeah.
Let's see. Jason said, fuck it, go ahead.
What?
Hey, Abby. Please, thank you.
Babe, is that your charger?
I just asked for a new beer.
Let's see what this weather's supposed to be like tomorrow. Probably hot.
Down to 5 watching. So we probably got Dan, Don, Ron, me, you, Tom. Who else is in here?
I don't know.
When
Apparently
did-
he's
Oh, yeah. Okay. I didn't see her name on here. Maybe she's still in there.
But not Jason. He can't come in.
No, Jason's not on his own stream, which it doesn't make sense how it's still going. That's weird.
I forget whose live we was on one night. They ended up closing it out, but we never clicked out of this StreamYard link like we're on now. And we was on for like 2 hours. It was like a private chat.
Kids. What are you doing?
What do you want me to do?
I don't know what.
The curtains.
Oh, okay. Well, we're going to have to cut it short here because she's going to start sewing curtains together.
You gotta figure out where you want the grill and smoker too.
That's tomorrow.
What?
The grill and smoker, I'll worry about that tomorrow.
Are they fine where they're at?
Yes. Just getting ready for my daughter's graduation party tomorrow. It's my last brat that graduated, so throwing a party for her and me.
Right? Same when my kids was in school. It's like I told them, it's like I don't care what you do with the rest of your life, but I want that. I just want that diploma. That's all I want.
Yep, it's an accomplishment for me and her. So
And they can screw it up after that as long as they got that diploma. But they've all done well, no complaints.
yeah, it's just like when she went and I took her to get her driver's test, and she passed maneuverability at the first shot. Man, my head went.
Strutting.
I almost didn't pass because I was so wiggly.
this will be
2-minute warning, Jason said. So it looks like at 9:45 he'll shut her down.
Oh man, look at his hair. Wendy, come shave this cat. Yeah.
Elderly Iron is locked out of his channel. Okay, I'm back. Dr. Art, you missed it. Jason's locked out of his own channel right now at the moment. He can't even get in. We're the only ones on his channel. He can see it, but he can't get back into his live. So he's going to shut it down here in a couple minutes.
I was petting the cat here on the counter, and this is what come off. It's like, look at this shit.
So will this help his watch hours, or
I don't know.
I mean, it's on his channel still,
Right?
isn't it?
Yeah, it's still saying it's got
Ron
a
says we have 3 timeouts left.
a 2-minute warning. Yeah.
Jason needs to send another computer to Dr. Hart.
Right?
1 minute.
That one might
Everybody say your piece.
All right, it was nice seeing you, Rob.
Yeah, you too, man. It's always nice to BS with you guys. I love it.
Shit. Hold on.
I could be out there doing all kinds of constructive shit, but I'd rather come in here and talk to you guys.
And I figure once the sun goes down, screw it.
Jason said, "This is bull. This sucks."
I mean, maybe Santa will bring you a laptop for Christmas.
Something, damn it. I'm going to talk to our computer guy at work and see if he doesn't have some of our old CPUs that may actually still be,
Viable.
yeah. which I think they are, because I mean they're corporate based, but we'll have to have him, you know, erase all the security shit.
Right.
So I don't know. We'll see. He's fixing my laptop now, so I can download all that stuff for fixing body control modules and PCMs and programming all that factory stuff, not any hot rod stuff. But I do so many body control modules, fuel pump control modules, engine computers, and everything at work. And we have to wait on a guy or take it to a dealer. And that takes sometimes a week. So if I got the information there, they'll pay me to do it.
Did you find it?
So I would rather do that than wait on them.
Dan found a stolen Kroger's corporate laptop in his
Stay on the
backyard.
stairs.
I would have fired it up and seen what you could have found in there. Probably nothing of use to him. I first read that. I thought he said he found it in his backpack, and it's like,
No, a second.
It's not in here in this box.
Let's see here. It had been stolen out of the car. It still had power, but it was password protected. Yeah. That's the problem I have with this laptop that I got. I got it from someone that I know. It was his computer. I paid him for it. He forgot the password, but he seems to think he can get it unlocked for me, and so I can use it at work.
What?
Right, exactly, Tom. I can do updates and flashes on lots of other cars, not just Chrysler or Dodge like you. Honda power steering stuff. I'm restarting it in a few. Okay. Hondas are doing tons of updates all the time. And if I have that specific scanner hooked up, it'll tell me if that VIN requires an update flash to any of the modules that it scans. So I can be making money by doing nothing other than just clicking a button. I do have to buy that subscription for the day, but we just pass that on to the customer, and they pay that. So that's the cool thing about retail.
right.
I don't worry about or any car or truck which needs any kind of update. Well, there are some bug fixes on some PCMs, even older PCMs now. Not the prom style where you actually pull a chip and install a chip, but the programmable PCMs. There's updates for bug fixes, like sometimes it'll pop up a misfire when it doesn't have a misfire. They'll have a flash update for it, but you got to pay for it. Period. But it will still help with diagnosing the car that day and repairing it. So. Ford Tauruses had a really bad issue with that. It was showing misfires when they had nothing. It was all knock sensor related. So they had an update for the knock sensor, and it would update the knock sensor in the PCM, and it wouldn't be as sensitive, so it wouldn't change the timing and make that cylinder misfire. All right. Jason says, good night and get out there and fix something. You guys are done me talking your ears off. So it looks like he's about to cut us off. So
All right.
Y'all take it easy.
Yeah. Later,
And
Jeff. Ron,
yeah,
Dan.
we'll catch up next week. I'll be on Tuesday.
Yeah, I see you got your window up already.
Yes. Yep, it's up. I just want to make sure everybody's ready for it. It seems to help. I mean, if I don't put it up that early, it'll take a few minutes for everybody to get on there. But if I put it up, a few 4 or 5 days early, it notifies a whole lot more people. So,
All right.
but
We'll see you on Tuesday.
yeah, man, take it easy. And everybody, Ron, Dan, Don, Wendy, Tom.
Jason, night, Jason.
Jason,
Don't want to forget Jason.
the absentee.
Here by proxy.
Yeah, we love you, bro. All right. See you guys later.
That's it.